Hi lads, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be focusing on the Reforged update which came out into Dauntless World yesterday. This video will focus on all of the good aspects of the update. After this video, I've recorded this. I'm going to go straight into recording the bad sides of the update. It won't be like really bad. It will just be giving you my constructive criticism into why there's some areas in the update which needs to be tweaked. But there isn't that many in my opinion, and I think Dauntless has done a great job so far. I've gone onto Reddit and there's been so many people slagging off the game, which I've done in the past as well. Not in Reddit. I've never done that actually. That's not me. But when I go into Reddit and I see like people saying, "Oh, like, the game's completely dead." No, the game was pretty much dead before this update, and they've literally revitalized it, especially for endgame players. Yes, it's more grindy. That's my overall consensus. But in general, the game has been improved, and yes, hence the word Reforged. It is pretty much a new game. If you're a new player, it's going to be really grindy, especially for you guys, but it's going to feel like a real whole new experience to previous Dauntless. That being said, I've got a whole list over here, well, a whole list here I'm going to read off from my notepad. I'm going to go into each of those parts, walk around a bit of the Ramsgate just to explain certain areas, explain certain things so you guys aren't a bit clueless. This isn't a Slayer's Path explanation, it's just me explaining my opinions on what Dauntless have done well with its update. That being said, let's get you off my face into the game real quickly. The first topic at hand, I've typed cosmetics. Firstly, I think the hunt pass is absolutely great this time. I'm not really wanting to speak about it, but the platinum, you get all your platinum back, which is absolutely great. Hopefully they keep this as an addition to the game. They've done it for the last couple of hunt passes, so definitely very good addition. In regards to the actual cosmetics, honestly, I think they're great. This is a really just cool looking skin. Mate, it feels like it's like based off Nordic history. It's like a knockoff version of Excalibur, in my opinion, even though it's kind of like Excalibur, but like it's a cool looking blade. You know what I mean? Definitely will be using it when I start using sword. And just, yeah, I just think all the cosmetics are just banging. The color scheme is just really right up my street. It feels like somewhat like Assassin's Creed, some of the stuff, because obviously they're based on Nordic history. But yeah, I think the game looks great. That being said, in terms of hunting grounds, I think the maps look like beautiful. Honestly, even though it's a free-to-play game, I think they've done great. The artwork has always been good and Dauntless, in my opinion. Some of the places do look a bit untextured, as it's been for whatever, but in terms of actually what the whole thing looks like in the whole amount, especially the new maps, I think it's absolutely great. The best word to describe it, in my opinion, is just really immersive. I wasn't doing a video showing you it, but I just thought, you know what, guys, let's go in and just check some of the new hunting grounds areas yourself, because it just looks great. And no, I'm not licking ass, because honestly, I think it does look great. Also, another thing, optimization in terms of frames. Maybe it's just me, but I think the game's running a lot more smoother, so that's another addition to the look of the game. Moving on to leveling. Firstly, bounties. Bounties. In the previous, they actually pretty much meant nothing for endgame players, but now they actually mean something. They actually mean a lot now. Like, actually have to do your bounty to progress on the Slayer's Path if you want to upgrade stuff. As you can see down here, each bounty rewards you with different stuff. Combat merits, weapon skill, hunt pass XP, exploration merits, etc. So you can choose what bounties you want for different things you want to upgrade on the Slayer's Path. Obviously, before all there was really was vault coin farming, but now you actually need bounties. In the next video I'm gonna record after this, I'm gonna explain certain thing about bounties which I don't like, but in general, bounties actually mean something now, and I think that it's cool to grind them out. And it's actually an additional thing to do on top of the hunting grounds and your dailies, etc. Moving on to behemoth scaling, I think it's completely on point. Obviously, in regards to hunting grounds, that's the main topic of the Reforged update. Escalation trials, they haven't changed at all. Obviously, the removal of pursuits have been replaced with the hunting grounds. I think they're completely spot on. I'm going to do a completely separate video on weapon XP, etc. But what I'm going to say right now, the behemoth scaling is on point. What I've actually realized is 1 star up here is just like your lesser or like your basic When you get your 2 stars, it will be your dire. No, it will be your sorry, a normal. Normal, so it'll be lesser for 1, normal for 2 star, getting up to 3 star over there. Oh, my bad. Oh, I apologize. Can't even see because my face is in the wrong spot. I apologize. Give me two seconds. I am so sorry. Right, you guys can even see. Now you can see better. 2 star obviously is your normal, and then moving on to 3 star, that will be your dire. Moving on to 4 star, as you can see, it says heroic, which is your normal basic heroic. And then when you get right down to the bottom, these are your heroic pluses. 5 stars. It's heroic, but these are heroic pluses, like the equivalent of heroic pluses. Trust me, the heroic pluses and the events of the heroic pluses, trust me, they aren't a thing to be like getting, like thinking you could just clear straight away. Like they're difficult pieces of endgame. But yeah, anyway, that's that part done. I'm going to switch back to the other scene real quickly. I'll refer it. Then in terms of XP in general, I think it's really, really generous. Like I said to you, I'm going to do another video on the XP, but if you do it correctly, the XP is generous. If you do it properly, you will get the right XP at the right times, leveling, reforging your weapons as quickly as possible. Some people are doing it wrong, and it's understandable because there's not much explanation given, but there is a certain way to reforge really, really quickly. Well, the fastest you can do it, and I will explain that probably in the next 3 days. My mouth is dry as hell. Moving on to hunts. Obviously, hunting grounds, up to 6 people can join in the hunting grounds. 4-player maximum your own party. It's all cross-play enabled, which is really, really great. Obviously, future of gaming, all that business. I don't like the fact that you can't have a party of 6, even though it is up to 6 people, but I think they want to integrate, obviously, the cross-play and everyone to be playing together, and obviously not just solo queuing with your team, which I'm not going to say is wrong, but I think it's bad. But this obviously is a good video, so we're not going to say that. Then we're going to go into patrol chests. Obviously, they can be open in game, found in the actual game within hunting grounds, instead of, as to the previous updates, you just open them before you went into a hunt. I think it's a nice, cool addition, something completely different, and keeps the game more different, I guess. Rewards in general, you get loads and loads and loads of cores. You get merits. I'm not going to say loads of merits because you don't get a lot of merits, but they are obtained easily via hunting grounds. If you wanted to, you could just bang up the low end ones and get merits really, really, really quickly. So if you do want to get merits quickly, do the low end ones, you still get the merits. You want to get XP if you're level 20 and you're doing like a lesser behemoth, but you'll still get the merit. So I'm pretty sure that's correct anyway. So regardless, merits can be obtained easily. It's just there's a vast amount of them which they can reward you with. Moving on to loadouts. Give me a second. I can't even press the right buttons right now. The store. Go over to one particular thing. Gliders. I don't know why people are hating on the gliders. They make you go around the map so quickly. I hated walking around, having to keep using like builds to run around the map. Now you can just glide. You don't even need that anymore. You can just glide, and they're really easy to use. Really easy to use after you use them, like after a couple of hours. It is stamina based. I guess you don't want to be like zooming around constantly, but maybe that could be a change in the future. But I think the glides are really, really dope, and I think it's a nice addition to the game. It's a quality of life thing, and I think honestly, it beats running around in a weak-ass build and having to just keep pressing the strike lantern all the time. In regards to loadouts and rewarding, I think it is very, very rewarding when you power surge stuff, and it's actually a grind to prestige stuff. If you guys didn't know, when you reach max level of a weapon, there's another level beyond that called power surging. I'm going to show you an example of power surging right now. To power surge something, you need 1 ether heart. That comes via a couple of things. If you were endgame from previous update, every single plus 15 weapon you had, that has now been transformed into an ether heart. I now only have 80 left. I was lazy, and it's kicked me in the butt now. But yeah, every plus 15 weapon you had before has been gone into an Ether Heart that allows you to power surge your weapon. I'm going to show you right now. From 100 power to 120. That's the max you can get with that weapon now. It's done. And I now have... Give me a second. I now have 79 Ether Hearts. Also, another way to obtain Ether Hearts, which is actually a grind, and I feel sorry for you new players, but the only way to get Ether Hearts now is by reforging weapons. The way you do this is, you see down the bottom here, down the bottom of the screen there's a level 8. When it gets to level 20, come all the way up here, you reforge, you get reset to level 1, basically like Prestige and Call of Duty and other games, then you get 1 Ether Heart. That allows you to upgrade 1 piece of armor or 1 weapon. This is a good video. I'm not going to explain why that's bad, but that's how that works. But yeah, the whole point was that it's actually a grind, and it makes you want to play the game to actually upgrade your gear. I think it's really, really diverse as well. The Slayer's path is really diverse. You can decide to go like this, like do maybe Prestige 1 weapon, reforge 1 weapon, then go on to the next, and then onto the next, and so on, and go along this way. Or you can do what I'm doing and focus on 1 weapon until you get it maxed out, and then go on to the other weapon, etc., etc. It's diverse. You do what you want. If you want to focus on getting your scatter blast grenades up, you can do that. If you want your ice snap grenades, your cold snap grenades to fall, I'm going to do for the banter, you can do that. If you want to make the highest exploration of the mushrooms, you can do that, which I've done, by the way, and I'll explain that in the next video. If you want to make the pylons be more powerful, you can do that, you know. It's all focused around whatever you want, and I really like that. It's really diverse. Just one little side note on the Slayer's path, that's what I'm saying right now. Don't do what I did if you are endgame from before and just start upgrading things randomly. You can't redo what you did. You can't redo what you did as of now. Right now, I saw all these colors and I was like, oh, it's resistance. Let me just click, 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 click. Then out of nowhere, my merits went down to like 0. So now I'm trying to upgrade my strikers and I can't do it because I ain't got enough merits. But regardless, it's still diverse. You can do what you want. It's your choice. Going on to the final point in terms of the goodness of the update and why people... This is quite contradictory, but this is a good point. Trust me. And if you don't agree with me, I understand. Nerf and balancing. The main nerf and balancing of this update is Slayers. Slayers have got a huge, huge nerf in regards to power. And I think it's a really, really good thing. And they listened to the community about this one. But before, you guys all knew Escalation gave you a power increase of whatever. Now that is... I'm not sure if it's been taken off or it's been decreased. But regardless, your power has been decreased. And there's no power creep. And Behemoths feel a lot more harder in general. And it's not like one-hitting things. Trust me, the game feels a lot more challenging. I think now the whole point of getting a minus sub 3 minute on Dauntless Trials is actually a thing now. Even though the rewards of getting the mark is somewhat lackluster. Endgame of Trials is going to actually be a challenge now. And yeah, people actually need help on it because of the power nerf. Also, that being said, the best change this whole update's brung, the best change. I was going to put that in the video right at the beginning, but you know what? I thought I'd put this in the little nerf section, yeah? There's no more Cryptonic. There's no more Cryptonic. This is like, that on its own made me want to play the game again. Like, I'm so glad it's been taken out. If they bring it back to the game, I ain't playing the game. Let me tell you that right now. But regardless, that's my take on why I think the game, the Reforged is good at the moment. I think people need to just like actually see what the game is and how it is now. Just grind it out a little bit. I think you'll have fun. And this video was to like prove to the people who were like actually giving so much criticism, like, oh my god, like this and this. I think they just don't understand the concept of the game right now. It's completely changed. You can't just hop into any hunt you want now, like a Dauntless Trial, not know the Behemoth's moveset, and just use a Cryptonic and get a clear in under 3 minutes, under 1 minute. Like, honestly, I think that bit's great. Dauntless, you've done a great job. My next video I'm gonna record straight away right now, and it's gonna be on the bad parts of it. It's gonna be constructive. Don't take it to heart. Anyway, if you are new, I do stream every single week, and I'll be streaming more because I want to be getting my strikers to fall in the next week or so. So definitely go give me a follow if you are interested in that. I will answer your questions if there's any. I'll the best of my ability. My Twitch, my Discord, all my socials are down below in the link in their own individual links. Go check them out. But thank you very much if you have got this far and listen to me waffle on, get out of breath because I'm an old man. But yeah, peace. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys next video, which will be recorded in a second, or on my stream. Catch you guys later. Thank you very much.